Welcome to the show. It's your girl Sarah right here on the Sunrise, and I'm super excited to be here on this beautiful, Thursday morning. Right? Do text me on 078 because I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know what you are feeling. All right, let me know how your day is going so far. And I know it's just so early in the morning, but don't worry because I want to know what you're thinking and I want to know what you are feeling as well. All right, so don't forget to do that now. Before we quickly head back into our conversation, I want to very quickly remind you that you can, in fact, be a part of the show. All right. All you need to do is just text me, or rather, you can go follow us on our socials, which is Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and go like us on Facebook too. All right. And that's honestly the best way for you to be a part of the show and make sure that you are tuned in as well. So don't forget to do that. All right. Now, before we head into our discussion, because we're going to be talking about Meghan Markle, and I mean, I have to say, she is such an influential person here in the UK, but not just here in the UK, but in fact, all over the entire world as well. So, before we head into our conversation about Meghan Markle, I want to very quickly remind you that our app also is available for download. All you need to do is just head on over to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, go download that app. All you need to do is just type in Relax Radio on the search bar and you can, easily access the app. Right. And that way you can actually make sure that you're always listening into the conversation and you're always tuned in and make sure that you are always, being a part of our show and you're always the first to know about everything we are talking about. All right. Now let's actually head into a conversation, which is essentially about Meghan Markle and the power of Meghan Markle. All right. Now, the reason I wanted to have this conversation, obviously, is because we know that she is, in fact, a very influential person, right? And I don't mean, and when I say influential, I'm not just talking about, being a part of the royal family. I'm saying in terms of the change she's made, in terms of the activism she's done, and in terms of how much of hope she's given to people and inspired people, we know how much of an icon Meghan Markle basically is. All right. So that's why I want to share her story with you. I want to share, I want to share her life and her journey with you, obviously, because she celebrated her 40th birthday yesterday, right? And that's why I thought, I'll come here and I'll tell you about all of these amazing things that Meghan Markle has done, right? However, having said that, I know here in the UK, we have a very divided opinion with regard to Meghan Markle. Some people believe, some people think she's amazing and that she's made a lot of change. She's had a lot of impact on a lot of people and she's inspired and empowered people to be who they really are. But also, there are some people out there who tend to think that who tend to really dislike Meghan Markle, right? And they tend to think that, oh, you know what, she just wants attention, or she's dramatic, or she. And I remember very early on when she started dating Prince Harry, a lot of people called her a gold digger as well. All right, which is honestly a terrible thing to tell someone, regardless of their gender. It's still a very terrible thing to tell someone, right? So, let's talk about all of that because, like I said, we've had, or not necessarily all of us, but most of the people here in the UK have a very divided opinion with regard to Meghan Markle. All right, but let's actually try to sort of figure out and try to analyze why exactly that is there. All right, now Meghan Markle actually celebrated her 40th birthday yesterday, and apparently she's having a good time. And honestly, good for her after all of the things she's been through in the past 2 years. It's amazing that she's having a good time. And the reason I'm saying this is obviously, we all know that she opened up about her experience of a miscarriage, and then she spoke about some of the discrimination and that she had to face while she was in England, while she was in the palace as well. So obviously these things have been eye opening for a lot of us, and she essentially aimed to create conversation among other people when she opened up about her miscarriage, right? However, a lot of people thought she was attention seeking and that she just wanted people's attention, and that's why she put that story forward. However, the truth is that's not actually why she spoke about it. However, we will be getting into all of that, but right now I just want to very quickly talk about her I want to very quickly talk about her birthday. Right now, like I said, she celebrated her birthday yesterday and she turned 40, and basically she said goodbye to her 30s and officially ushered in her 40s by doing what she actually loves doing best, right? And that's basically by giving back to others. All right, now the British royal family also took to social media to wish Meghan Markle a happy 40th birthday, despite all of the things that we've heard heard about them, and also the tension that exists between them, right? Obviously, I'm talking about the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex, and the rift that is there between the royal family, and how exactly, even though there's tension between them, they still wished her a happy birthday, right? Now, the official royal family's Instagram account, which basically represents Queen Elizabeth II, posted a few pictures of Meghan Markle and her baby and Prince Harry as well, and said that they were wishing the Duchess of Sussex a very happy birthday today. All right. So, speaking of her birthday and speaking of her celebrating it, we know that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry haven't necessarily been on the best of terms with their family ever since they stepped back as senior royals, and they decided to remove themselves from the royal family, right? Now, that's been a whole lot of controversy as well, and it got even more intense when they basically went for Oprah's tell-all interview. So, things have been quite intense, but don't worry, because we will be talking about all of that. But right now, we're actually going to head into a small break, and after that, we will be back to keep talking about this. So until then, make sure you stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. It's your girl Sarah right here on the Sunrise, and I'm super super excited to be here on the Sunrise with you because I'm here to keep you company all the way until 9 a.m. All right, which means that I have a lot of time to be spending with you to be sharing these amazing thoughts and ideas with you. So until then, make sure you stay tuned. All right, and also right now, I actually need to update you with regard to I basically need to update you with regard to. All of the things that happened yesterday, especially during Meghan Markle and her birthday. Okay, so let's talk about the sort of let's basically talk about the sort of change that she's making and what exactly she's up with these past few days to make sure that she makes some sort of change for all of these women. Right now, like I said, she celebrated her 40th birthday yesterday, and obviously with that, she also announced an initiative to help a lot of women who lost their jobs during the pandemic. All right. Now we will be talking about all of that, but before we head into our conversation, I want to very quickly remind you that you can be a part of this show. All you need to do is just text me on 07852473473. Get in touch with me, share your thoughts with me, share your opinions with me, because I want to know what you are saying. All right. I want to know what you're thinking and I want to know how you feel with regard to this topic. So please do get in touch with me, text me, call me, say whatever it is that you need to say. All right. Don't forget to do that. And I want to very quickly remind you that you can, in fact, go follow us on our socials. All you need to do is just like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. That way you can actually make sure that you're always informed and you're always updated about the very latest, not just here in the United Kingdom, but in fact, all over the entire world as well. All right. Now, don't forget to download our app, by the way, which is available on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. It's really simple because all you need to do is just go type Relax Radio on the search bar and you can find our app. And that way, you can always stay updated about the latest in news and science, health, technology, whatever it is that you're interested in. We talk about everything right here on Relax Radio. All right. So don't basically forget to do that because that's going to be really, really amazing. However, right now, let's actually head back into our conversation, which is basically about which is basically about the Duchess of Sussex and how she celebrated her 40th birthday yesterday. All right, now to celebrate her 40th birthday, basically what she did is she announced this initiative called 40 into 40, right? Because what she's doing is this is basically a call for help for women who are heading back into the workforce after having lost their jobs due to the pandemic. All right, now we know that during the pandemic, a lot of women lost their jobs, and I'm not just saying only women, a lot of people in general lost their jobs, right? However, the amount of women that lost their jobs, the women actually who lost their jobs were in fact greater than men who lost their jobs. So that percentage, there was in fact a significant difference between the women who lost jobs and men who lost jobs, right? So basically, that's why she introduced this initiative called 40 into 40. And to basically promote this and to make people much more aware of it, what she did is she enlisted the help of actor and comedian Melissa McCarthy in this new video, right, which she unveiled yesterday, where she encouraged people all over the world to give 40 minutes of their time to support women who are going back to work, which I think is absolutely beautiful and amazing as well, right? Because we know ever since working from home started and people could work from home, they were given the choice. They could either come to work at the office, or they could work from home, or they could work a few days in office and work the rest of the days at home. When they were given that choice, more often than not, we saw, or even research predicts that a lot of mothers will tend to stay at home, and while the fathers go to work, right? And what this essentially means is that a lot of these mothers will have to give up on their careers, give up on their jobs and whatnot, to make sure that they take care of the family, right? So in instances like this, when the environment that surrounds working, the environment or the attitudes that surrounds working have completely changed, it's absolutely amazing how she's coming forward and she's saying, look, we need to encourage these women to get back to work. We need to tell these women, look, you can get back to work, and you are basically helping them with their, you're basically helping them get back to work, right? Now, this birthday campaign by the Duchess is in fact the latest call for service under the umbrella of Archwell, right? Which is basically her non-profit foundation with her husband, Prince Harry. All right. Now, Meghan Markle has actually secured the 40-40 pledge, or the 14 to 40 pledge, from the likes of people like Adele, Amanda Gorman, who happens to be the youngest poet who was ever there at that was that at a presidential inauguration, right? And there's also Deepak Chopra, Dr. Ibram X, Kendi, Gloria Steinem, Jose Andres, and even Dr. Nadine Burke Harris. All right, and these are just a few of the people, right? And there's so much more, and I'm very very excited for this project as well, because something she said was that over 2 million women in the United States alone and tens of millions around the world have in fact lost their jobs due to COVID, right? And she said that she thinks that if everyone actually comes together and commits 40 minutes of their time to some sort of act of service, we can actually create this ripple effect that will actually have, or rather trickle down to the rest of the society, and that will help a lot of these women to it will help a lot of these women to get back into the workforce. All right, so that is what she wants to do. Now, even though she's 40, even though, she's married and she has children, we can see how amazing she is, because, she is still continuing to do that charity. She's still continuing these inspiring and empowering campaigns to essentially inspire people to do what they love to do. All right, because this organization that she founded all the way last year, right, which was in 2020, it's basically this organization that helps a lot of different people with regard to, making their lives much much better, right? Now, I want a very interesting fact about her organization, her nonprofit organization, is in fact the name of it is compounded through a Greek word called aki, which means a source of action, and well, which basically means and this whole word together basically means a plentiful source of supply and a place we go to dig deep. All right, which is honestly the best description of the Duchess. All right. Right now we're gonna head into a small break, because after a few minutes we will be back to keep talking about the life and journey of Meghan Markle. So until then, make sure you stay tuned. All right.
The valuations that you place on an asset are always behind you. It's always in hindsight. It's never in front of you. And that's one of the challenges, right? Because you're always valuing what happened yesterday, and what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. What am I saving or investing for? Why am I doing it?